If you're Catholic, then you need to learn the story of this joyful nun, servant of God's Sister Clare Crockett. Growing up in Ireland, Clare had aspirations of being an actress, and she was actually fairly successful. She was in a few commercials and a few small production, small budget films. Earlier in her life, she also didn't have a strong relationship with God, and in her late teen years, she developed a habit of partying, and she would constantly drink and smoke and go out almost every night, especially during the weekends. Later on, Clare had a radical conversion in which she felt God speaking to her. This completely changed her life. She decided she was now going to dedicate her life to God and serve Him as a nun. But this transition wasn't easy. She still had those aspirations of being a famous actress. So she would tell her Mother Superior and other people in charge, she would say, "I'm going to be a famous nun." And it turns out she was a famous nun, but not for the reasons that she expected. As a nun, Sister Clare did many things, but one of them was to be a catechist. She was constantly teaching the children. She had first grade classes, second grade classes, and she would always lead these lessons with complete joy, complete peace, and the kids would listen. These little 7, 8-year-old kids would be completely well behaved listening to Sister Clare talk. It's like they could feel the joy that she had for God radiating outwards from her. Many of these youth had conversions, and they would reach out to her years later, and she remembered every single student that she ever taught. Now, she would never complain about this out loud, but her fellow nuns knew about this. She suffered from migraines. Now, when she had a migraine, she did not let that stop her from evangelizing. With a pounding headache, she would still go out there with her guitar, joyfully singing, and not give anyone the slightest clue that she was in pain. She used to say she did not mind being exhausted at all because she knew she spent her time well. She spent her time serving the Lord, and any exhaustion that came from that was just a side effect of what she was doing. She also served in Ecuador, and while she was there, actually just a few days before she died, there was a catastrophic flood that practically ruined everything inside the convent. This picture here was taken while she was cleaning up the mud and the damage with 2 of the girls that she was ministering to. If you look at the picture, you can see the joy that she has on her face. She didn't know it, but this picture was taken the same week that she would ultimately pass away. While she was giving a guitar lesson, the unthinkable happened. An earthquake struck. The earthquake killed Sister Clare, a few of the other nuns, and some of the children that were there at the convent. While her death was completely tragic, we can look up to her as an example. She surrendered her entire life to God, was completely docile to His will, and was ready to serve Him at every step. Sister Clare Crockett, give us the same joy you had for God, give us the same zeal that you had in serving Him, and most importantly, pray for us.